Welcome to 49 Sports Games. If you saw my first look video of 49 Quick Decks Hockey, you know this video is coming. I wanted to go over how I'm actually representing the teams on the game board. So we've got the team charts. If you're familiar with my Quick Decks football or on the turf football, you're familiar with the team charts. And I like this approach because at the start of a game, basically you put your game board out, your pieces out, that down, and you're playing hockey just like that. So I'm going to include, if you buy a season, you'll get an Excel spreadsheet to go along with that. And that's going to have all of these. There'll be 3 tabs. So if you look along the bottom where the tabs are, the very leftmost one will be the team chart. And down below, there's going to be all the players. Every player that played at least one game for that team is going to be rated, and they're down there. The second tab is the special teams, and then the third tab is for adjusting the score sheet if you use the score sheet. I'm guessing most of you are going to have your own way of scoring. It seems like that's all what we like to do. All you have to do to change a player out is go down below, select the row of the player, copy, move it up to the spot you want that player to take, and paste it in. So of course you're going to want to save these files before you actually start manipulating them. Put them away somewhere in a good location. In case things get messed up, you can always bring it back. But then you can manipulate the teams, print them off. And I don't know if you're like me, I find that I've got kind of 2 times with my board games. One when I'm on my computer, maybe I'm having coffee with my wife, or I just got a little bit of free time, or something like that, but I'm on my computer, I can actually create the charts for upcoming games. And that's what I do. When I have time to sit down for like 45 minutes or an hour to play a game, I want to be able to lay it out on the table. I don't want to take 10 or 15 minutes to set it up and sort out lines and do all that kind of stuff. I want to play the game. And so that's why I came up with the team chart for football, and I also really like the team chart approach for hockey. Okay, I did mention that we are going to have a chance to have some individual player cards, and I'm trying to figure that part out. So we've got a player card that is this size here. This is 2 inches by 2 inches, and you've got the individual data on the back. And so the nice thing about these cards here is, I mean, they're not huge. They could be bigger, and I could make them bigger, and that is an option, of course. Things wide open right now. I could make them a little bit bigger, but here's the thing. You can actually tuck them into these little coin slots here, and there. This is something I found online for collecting coins. Coin collectors use them. But the cool thing is, you got 4 rows. You got 5 columns. Well, in modern day NHL, you've got 4 lines. And you have 5 players on the ice, including the goalies. Of course, the goalies have their own special spot on the game board. But you can put this in a 3-ring binder, and you're done. And when you're ready to play the next game, you just pull it out. Maybe you might want to make a couple changes, but I mean, that's really fast. You're just a couple minutes away from being able to play the game. So that's the positive of using these cards that are kind of a 2x2 card, is that you can tuck them into these coin slots, and a 3-ring binder, and that's storage. So you've got a whole season you can store it. The other way, of course, you can just take these and lay them out. So if you prefer not to use this, because these are going to start to add up, I don't even know what they're going to be. So if this gets a lot of traction, I'll try and find a place that I can get these in bulk and then offer them to you at whatever cheapest price I can possibly do. But then, like I said, the other alternative is you just lay these cards out too, if you choose to do that. So that's kind of the approach for getting the team cards and the players and the information down onto your table so that you can play the game. So the question for you then is, do you like this approach for number 1? Tucking these guys in to their slots and then being able to store it, and they've got room for extras. And of course, you've got all their datas on the back too. Or you could have a second one of these that has your special teams on it, and then more room for some of the extra players as well. So do you like that? Would you prefer to see just regular cards but maybe a little bit bigger? Or a different thought, because this is new to me, being able to do these individual players like that. Okay, one last question that I want to answer right now too is, what seasons are going to be available at the start? And 1970-71 will be one. 2008-2009. 1991-92 or 92-93. I'm not sure. One of those two is going to be in there. So those would be the kind of the three older seasons. And then I'm going to be doing the playoff teams for the 2023-24 season so we can play along with them. And then within a couple of weeks after that, then I'll release the rest of the 23-24 teams that didn't make the playoffs. And then my plan is every like 4 to 6 weeks, once I get through the initial orders, is to then have a season every 4 to 6 weeks, so it can start to get a good backlog of some of the older seasons. So you have to let me know what seasons you're looking for too. Anyway, yeah, give me your feedback, comment or send me an email, however you want to do it, and let me know what you think. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on 49 Sports Games.